Switchblades, automatics, OTFs, all names what we're going to be talking about tonight. Microtechs, a couple of new ones from them, out of Pennsylvania or Carolina, wherever they're making these things,
Bradford,
you know.
Pennsylvania.
And service in North Carolina.
Yeah, service in North Carolina. There it is. But yeah,
out in Florida.
a long time ago. Yeah.
Kicked out of Florida.
Let's open them up. We do have some actually pretty exciting stuff here. Let's do it.
This is obviously the bigger one.
Yeah, the weight of that just dropped it down. Do we want to? Yeah. Well, let's just start everywhere.
What do we got?
So I have the new Scarab 2.
Mike has the new
Mini Troodon. Look at it. It's wee.
It is very wee.
It's very micro.
It's cute. So we brought out the other staples, the Ultratech, which is the ubiquitous. If anybody is familiar with Microtechs, most people know the Ultratech. So just so people can get a sense of scale for these things.
Yeah, so what do we have? We got the Mini Troodon, we got the Troodon, the Ultratech, the Combat Troodon, and then the big new kid on the block, the Scarab 2 right there.
It's just as big as the Combat
I guess it
Troodon.
is. It seems bigger in hand though.
It's so much bigger than the standard
Maybe
Scarab.
that's what it is.
Yep.
Well, and internally, it's single spring instead of double spring, whereas the old Scarab was the only double spring.
It's wider, the button's bigger.
Yeah, look how
standard screws.
Look how big that switch. Yeah, and the standard screws makes it look almost like a fake, but it's fluted blade. It's fluted blade with a relief in the back end, which leads me to believe this definitely fires underwater.
We have a customer who has confirmed it does fire underwater.
Oh,
Yes.
well, somebody is ballsy with their $600 knife.
They're just over 5, aren't they?
Yeah, they're 5'11".
Yeah.
Like the pants.
So in my opinion, just to start off, just to throw it out there, the Scarab 2 is that, I mean, action-wise and like the wide button, it, in my opinion, is kind of the pinnacle of OTF technology at the moment. And that includes like things like the deadlock and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I really think that has dialed it in to really the...
I mean, price-wise, comparing it to...
Well, of course. Right.
Yeah, I mean, there is no contest, but as someone who has had 3 or 4 Scarabs, it really came down to, literally the other day when we got... Literally the other day, it came down to, would I take a Durac or would I take the new Scarab 2? And I picked the Durac because this function I'm familiar with, this new Microtech function I'm not familiar with, so I wanted the experience of it, which is what made my decision. Also, I don't know, single edge, ho-hum.
But like function being said, if you had never experienced a Scarab and you had these two out of the box, like which would you think you'd pick? Exactly.
You can
you don't got to finish the sentence.
You got these inserts, you can push your Stingray with
I agree. It's only my past experiences with Microtechs that led me to this because this is new for them.
Yep.
This is... it's like I don't want to say, same company or same band, same song. I don't want to say that because but there are quite a few differences that make me curious. But I also had a Navy Scarab with the fluted blade and the reliefed back end.
And the tritium.
And so I really wanted to go with something that was completely foreign to me from Microtech.
Are you saying this is ACDC, the knife? We got 14 albums. I can't tell you which song comes from which album.
Forgetting about the little guy.
Doesn't mean it's bad.
The Mini Troodon.
For small new knives like the extra set, I like this much more.
I definitely like that one.
It's a lot easier to hold on to, and it's adorable.
What's that in comparison to like the UTX-70 as far as price point?
Oh, it's so much bigger, but
So is that
price-wise, I think it's
280 and some change,
yeah,
right?
so it's about the same
like
price as
Ultratech
the
pricing.
Ultratech,
yeah, Ultratech price.
Is that baby's first knife?
no.
Well,
Arthur
it's
would
3
love
times
that.
wider than a UTX-70, but the same, almost the same overall length.
Yep.
The only way I would buy this knife is if I lived in California.
Oh, I don't think it qualifies. You think that's under
It
2?
does. It is. It's California legal.
Yeah, no
It has to be
shit.
1.75 inches.
It's like 1.99, which is legal.
Yeah, because it's 2 inches the cutoff.
I'm
I
sorry,
thought it
sir.
was
This is
1.75.
my
two,
money
2
clip.
inches the cutoff. That's why the Benchmade Impel is like 1.98.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a 198 or like 199.
How's that big?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like.
Yeah, no, it doesn't seem like it, right? Yeah.
I was going to say, You get in trouble. No, sir, this is my money clip. It's a multi-tool.
No, the exercise is the money clip.
Well, this is too.
So why did they make a California legal UTX-70, but then the UTX-70 itself is?
Who knows what goes on in the mind of Microtech?
County
True.
too, like some states.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's why I never give advice. And when someone's like, you know, oh, I'm up here from California, is this legal? I'm like,
We're not lawyers.
On you, dude.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
always tell them? It's not illegal unless you get caught.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, that's everything.
Yeah.
When you can run over a hobo in the middle of the night if they don't catch you. Just
But I
kidding.
like
I don't condone running over hobos.
But I like the new ones. I wish
Explains
someone
Mike's
would come
hobby.
out with a glass breaker tool. That's the only thing I would like.
The only thing that I see here is like I get this as having combat Troodons and currently carrying a Durac and had several Scarabs. I get this. This is almost novelty, and 280 isn't necessarily a novelty price, but
It's for girls.
it's for girls.
That's why you get a UTX 70.
No, the UTX has a small handle. It's just not practical.
I had one of those for quite a while, and I lost it in my truck for like 6 months until I went and had it fucking detailed and found it.
There really is like a Cali legal auto market though, you know, right, with the UTX 70s and the Impels and like the Launch 4s.
There is,
It is,
Sprints.
and even the right Cold Steel is, yeah, right, the Sprints from ProTech, and Cold Steel is making like a California legal Espadas with giant handles and you know.
Kershaw makes one too.
Yeah.
Is it
the Launch 4?
4? Yeah.
Yeah, the Launch
And
4.
you can't ignore California. They're like in the top 10 economies in the world.
I think it's the 5th largest economy in the world.
I was going to say
Is it
that
40 million people.
I think it's the 5th largest economy in the. Why would you ignore that when they're in the United States and you can
Yeah,
sell
but
them
I don't know.
knives?
But the mindset of Californians, well, at least LA and Orange County, doesn't seem to be, I need a knife.
Now you get them all, except those two places.
Yeah.
Still a lot of people.
This almost reminds. Did anybody see Keanu?
Nope.
The Key and Peele movie?
Yeah.
Where they have to go get the kitten? And there's a point in the movie that's supposed to be funny where the bad guy pulls out a knife and I think it's actually a Troodon, and he goes, and it's little, and they all, you know, like, it's not supposed to be funny, but it's definitely funny. This feels like the Monty Python version of that, where he's like, "Oh, cut you," and he's like, "Really?"
Yeah.
Slap that shit out of his hand.